What's up, guys? I'm back. I wanted to go in continuation with the last video, what I was talking about with the grid. This time, we're going to be talking about what I said. I think like halfway into the video or something, maybe. I was talking about don't lose the vibe. You don't want to lose the vibe. And before we get into that, you're probably looking like, what studio is he in? That's the previous studio I was in a few months ago. I'm not there anymore. So I went through my archives and I forgot I had this video all set up and good to go. But yeah, let's get into it. So throughout this video, I thought this was a perfect video because in the beginning, I'm kind of like not really feeling what I'm making. Like it's not really, I'm not catching a vibe. I'm not really enjoying any of it. It's really just kind of like, I feel like I'm like dragging my feet. It's not fulfilling. It's not really boosting my energy with what I'm creating. And sometimes they say go do something different or walk away when you can't create. Don't force the vibe. And that's very true. Now get into that in the future, but with this one, I knew I had something, but I was trying to find it. I was trying to see where I could get what I could figure out, and there was a bunch of things going on. I was doing a lot of different stuff at the time, and I had a lot of personal things going on, so I was really trying to dial in the vibe that I was feeling and really trying to make it into something. And as time went along, I was sitting here and I was trying to, make this track and, really trying to figure something out. I started to catch, the vibe started to become louder in my mind, started to become louder, and I started to really think about, what I was really gonna lay down, and started to really start to catch something. And, that's the biggest and most important thing. You don't want to, when you catch that vibe, you don't want to lose it. You could do so many things to do that. You can put the wrong sound in. You can have the drums be all funky and they just not rock with the beat the way they're supposed to. And when you get to a certain point, you want to just leave it as is. You don't want to do too much. It's like, they say simplicity is key, and it's like, but it's also like when you get to a point where you're like, okay, I can rock to this, I can like flow to it, I'm like feeling good, I'm not worried about anything, I'm not like, I can add this or I can add that. When it just vibes out and you can just relax, feel the beat, feel the song, really enjoy it, that's when you got the vibe and it's all good to go. But when you start doing too much, it starts to take away and you can start to lose the vibe. And that's when you get a problem. That's when it becomes too confusing. Like lately I've been, when I make beats or anything like that, I'll, throw everything at it, add a bunch of stuff, as producers, we start adding too much flavor. It gets too crazy, and like, I'll listen to it for a while. And afterwards, I'll be like, hold on, wait, let me take this. Let me turn this down a little bit. Let me take this away. Let me mute it. Let me add it back in. Let me take this part out here. And then afterwards, I find the vibe I'm looking for. After I threw everything I possibly could at the track, layers upon layers upon layers of stuff. Effects, sounds, small little intricacies, and I start to peel away everything and keep what I want, and then I got the vibe that I'm looking for. And then artists enjoy it, I enjoy it, and it becomes something that you can flow to, where you're like, where it flows, it just goes perfectly fine. You're not thinking to yourself, well, that doesn't sit right there. Like I'll get like you gotta really just think when you analyze your beats and stuff. Does that sit right there? And if you have to think about it, or if you second guess where if that's sitting in the right area there, sometimes it can go both ways. Take the risk, it might work. But if you keep thinking, you're like, well, I don't like it, take it out. Something's telling you it's not working. But that's my biggest thing on, not losing the vibe. Simplicity is key, but also listen to what your brain's saying. Peace. Talk to you soon.